Tell you about the town I live in. In the town I live in, it's either voodoo or science projects. All right. Come on, Betsy. You want to come in, miss? Okay. I guess you don't. So you get the people that believe in voodoo that the science projects use set up for genocide. And liberals and conservatives both believe in science projects to kill people they don't think are worthy of living in their perfect championship world. Right? And so that one guy, at Taco Bell, when I talked about Solomon's Israel playing for education, do you have random conversations with those people? No, I live in Las Cruces, I'm from fucking New Mexico. This is a genocidal kill zone. And I'm the guy from the Bible. I don't have any random conversations in Las Cruces. Every conversation I have is strategic for genocidal operations. For left, right, up the middle, and, kill him, don't kill me. I deserve to live forever through genetic engineering or cloning. And he doesn't, because he's not worthy of life, because he's selfish, a child molester, piece of shit, a murderer, or whatever, right? So in this town, a line is talking about living truthfully with these guys. And the guy sit and talks. I talked to him about it. And I said, well, this stuff's fucked up. He goes, watch what you're saying. My wife's right here. I said, I don't lie to Jesus. Why would I lie to you? Okay. Hi, I'm David Rockefeller's Maternity Jesus. We just met. I didn't know you till now. But I've heard you pray to Jesus for lottery money. Thank the Lord for families to have a job with ICE. Okay? Hunting down, detaining, and abusing immigrants unsettled and abused by economic warfare through the CIA. Okay? When we say that stuff, it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's marvelous. Or that shit's fucked up. And if your wife doesn't want to hear it, then she wants little girls to be marketed and fucked for money by drug leaders to decrease the surplus population, because as it happens, they have bad brain activity. Because past, present, future operate at the same time. And if you're going to get raped to death in a brothel, you're not going to be a very sane individual, because you're not being loved the way Khadijah, Ruth, and Esther love you, the way Mary Magdalene loves you, the way Jesus' mother loves you. You're being fucked to death by the Roman Empire, the Philistines, the Egyptians, the Byzantines, you name it. Violent sex cult behavior to breed the other cult off the planet. You name it, we got it, right? So these are the type of people I have to deal with in my hometown. Hey, you're out of line. Don't say fuck in front of my wife. Don't ask Jesus to win the lottery and not stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. I have melanoma in my shins. I have ash in my liver from my vaccine. Standing up for the Lord's Prayer and taking all the abuse they inflict on the poor people that migrate to El Paso. Because Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world, in yellow, black, and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Everything is beautiful in its own way. You're given life by the glory of grace. Stop acting like a turd bag and start acting like a man. Okay? And you'll listen to these people talk, and they're all the fucking same. And they're proud, And they sit there, wow, they're losers. If your kid can't play ball, your kid can't act, your kid can't dance, your kid can't rap or sing. If he can't win American Idol, he might as well just go kill himself in the garage. Like my boy Brian Hall wanted to commit suicide because he was the all-star best scorer on the U.S. junior soccer team. The new coach came in and said, it's all being taken by European and not South American anymore. The game is getting to where 5'6" really fast guys can't dominate. 5'6" really fast guys that are way faster than the bigger guys and can jump 52 inches in the air flat-footed. Okay, if the 6'2", if Ronaldo has a 36-inch vertical and he's 6'4", okay, Brian is 5'7" and has a 52-inch vertical. Okay? How many inches, taller is Ronaldo than Brian Hall? Well, let's see. He's about 6'3" or 6'4". Brian's 5'7". So that's 5 inches plus, what, 3 or 4 more? So that's 9 inches, right? Okay. 52 from 36. Okay, 52 from 36. How many inches is that? Well, 36 plus 4, then plus 10 is 14, plus 2 is 16, right? Brian's 9 inches shorter than Cristiano Ronaldo, but Brian could jump 14 inches higher than Cristiano Ronaldo. Brian could run the 40 about 2 to 3/10 of a second faster than Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay? Romario, Diego Maradona. Okay? You can't tell me that a 6'3" guy with a 40-inch vertical, you know, if a guy's 5'6" and has a 60-inch vert and can run a 4 flat 40, that Christian's gonna be like, well, I can handle this guy, I can take him, he can't get past me, I'm going to muscle him. Yeah, this ain't football. And even in football, same thing like Leo Barker told me, Earl, you were probably gonna break 4 flat. Okay, you're running so fast, I've never seen anybody run that fast in my life. It's like, well, you know, they say you're slow and you're 6'2", 6'3", 230, and run a 4'5", 4'6", 40, right? They say you're too slow and too small to play linebacker in the NFL. Lawrence Taylor must be the scariest human alive. And he's like, Earl, Lawrence Taylor ain't gonna be able to cover you. You're gonna be out on the corners. He's gonna be bitching at his corners all safety. Knock the little white boy out of the game. He's killing us. We tried. We can't catch him. Then we do hit him. He get him. We tried to decapitate him, incapacitate him. He came back next week. He's like the cat. The cat came back the very next day. Thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. Right? If anybody can recover from melanoma poisoning on his shins and go out in the sun and get the pus to come out and soak it in the salt and get it to disperse and tell the body I'm still alive, eat salads all summer and drink water, clean my body out, tell the mash in my liver from my vaccine that, nah, it's cleaning out, I'm ready to live. Yeah, there'll be pesticides, yeah, there'll be herbicides, yeah. Okay, same old story's been told before, same old conclusion's been knocking at my door, all right? But that's your sin, not mine. Okay, you're a propaganda tool bag. And they parents the same way. He should be proud of me. I raised him to be a propaganda tool bag. He's one of the sexiest propaganda tool bags in the history of selling sex for money. Okay, but can the bitch stand up for a Lord's Prayer? Okay? 5'11", $145 soaking wet. Best athlete in the history of the United States. Right? Never wanted to be in a movie because I didn't want to destroy my marriage through sexual adventures and conflict, through movie scripts and movie screens that would be difficult on my wife's holy covenant to bear my children. You know, like one thing that really made me proud of Angie Bassett, she turned down Monsters Ball because the scene with Billy Bob Thornton, they said had to be in a movie, and it was too graphic, and she didn't want to do that to her family. Okay, it was another thing, not graphically replicating a sexual assault scene of Ike Turner with Tina Turner saying, hey, this needs to stop. Okay, but having a sexual relationship that's graphic for my material wealth, even if it cost me an Academy Award, I'm not going to do it. No, Hallie could make that decision. She was probably single at the time or in a bad relationship. Angie didn't want to make that decision because she was in a good relationship with a man that she trusted and she wanted to raise kids with, and she wanted to raise those kids to be faithful to a marriage, right? So that's one of the things that made me really crush on Angie Bassett when I was young. But Rick Springfield, you know, I wish I had Jesse's girl. It'd be better to rip my eye out of my socket and step on it than it would be to try to get rid of Othello to replace myself with Othello, right? And if my was my daughter, I'd want to marry Othello as well, right? Okay, so a rose must remain with the sun and the rain, or its lovely promise won't come true. To each his own, to each his own. For me, there's you. What good is a song if the words don't belong? And the melodies, and I forgot the words, but it's one of my favorites. To each his own, I've found my own, my one and only you. To something there must be to open each door there's a key. I need you, I know, I can't let you go. Your touch means too much to me. Two lips must insist on two more to be kissed, or their lovely promise won't come true. To each his own, I've found my own, one and only you. Thought I was in love a couple times before with a girl next door, but that was long before I met you. Now I know that I won't forget you. I don't believe in lucky stars. I believe in truth. I believe in love. And I believe in fidelity. I believe in trust, honor, and character. I believe in being worthy. I don't believe in money. I don't believe in fighting over money. And I don't believe in fucking over money. So if you live in Las Cruces and you run into Earl, and he's a guy like Jesus, and you've in prayer asked Jesus for lottery money, college money, to win a contest for money on TV, or to get a job with people abusing immigrants that are being abused by the CIA, okay? You say fucked up shit in front of Jesus. How do you expect me to say to your wife, this man's a good Christian and an example of Father Abraham? That's just fucked up. You need to stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. Don't cuss around my wife. Don't ask Jesus for Pimp Daddy Nash money to fuck. And I won't cuss when you come near me. Do you understand how David Rockefeller and his scientists work? Do you understand how I work? Okay? You should trust in the Lord. Stand up for his commands. If you can't do that, offside and holding, I'm going to have to penalize you. We got to climb down the ladder because we got to move the water on the roses. It's been going for 10 minutes. It's rooming real slow, but it's running slow in a way that takes about 10 minutes per rose bush. So we got to go hobble around here. Don't come around here no more. Stop walking down my street. Don't be afraid of me. We read a book about that lady from Guatemala. And it said, don't be afraid of me, gringo. Was with the lady, and they went and interviewed her. I said, don't be afraid of us. We're not trying to kill you. We're just trying to live the lives that we are given by God. I also read Child of Darkness. It was Professor Laverine's class. It was marriage in the colonial Spain. There's a story about marriage and relationships between men and women in colonial Spain. Yeah, it was a really good class. Oh yeah, it was really good. I liked it a lot. Yeah. And Professor Laverine, I had to take other classes from her because of my interest in studies that were similar because of her cultural background and the cultural background where I came from. She was born and raised in Argentina, and she got her master's at the University of Havana in Cuba, and then she got her PhD and doctorate from Cambridge. Okay. And me, I was born and raised in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and I got my master's in Phoenix and my PhD in Sierra fucking Vista. So I didn't get my PhD till they sent me back to college, and because I didn't want to go back. Well, because economics are genocidal. So I said, yeah, fuck you, and your little dog too. And again, I keep saying that until you ask Jesus, how can I stand up with Earl for the Lord's Prayer? And stop acting like a little pendejo, man. You know what I'm saying? So I've been saying it for a long time, right? So don't mock me, and don't ask Jesus for fuck money. Ask Jesus, how can I help you live your commands worldwide? Well, there's this guy named Earl. He's born to Ralph and Mary in Las Cruces. He's the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. He's the focal point of Clairton all technology. Talk to him. Believe in him. Love him the way he loves you. Have no fear. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Don't worry about the government and their corporations being able to try to voluntarily poison you to death with poor immigrants in El Paso. Don't be afraid. You didn't want to go mountain climbing, they sent you mountain climbing. Now you're hanging from a root on the side of the mountain. Have faith and jump. Oh, wow. Does that mean we're going to have waterfalls by sacrificing our son instead of our daughter? No. That means don't be afraid of dying. What's the difference of dying by a disease, a bus hitting you, or a gunshot, okay, or asteroidal impact? Life's still eternal, grace is still infinite, God is still God, and the soul is still the soul. Whether or not it has a planet to fight and fuck on and pray to Jesus for lottery money, right? Or thank you for the new job at ICE so I can abuse people that are economically abused by the CIA so we can all keep our jobs. How about living the Lord's Prayer? I don't believe in Job, but you believe in job. Don't you think the word job came from the book of Job? I would think that. You know, work hard, work diligently, have faith, don't be strong, serve God only. You don't serve God, you serve one another. Okay? God isn't a possessive pronoun in your head that's tribal, racial, secular, and insular like you, Mr. Wendell. You gonna go to all them colleges for money and come out confused? Go ahead, Mr. Wendell. Hey, he gives me some knowledge, I buy him some shoes. Okay, but the knowledge isn't that of Solomon. It's that of a person that's asking you for money for shoes instead of asking you to live Proverbs. So if he needs shoes, we make sure he has shoes. Andale pues, orale. That's Ralph. He's the spirit of our father. They call him Earl because he's junior. Right. And Aunt Frances, she calls him Junior because she used to call my dad Earl. All right. You understand? Okay. It's twilight time. Heavenly shades of night are falling. 'Tis twilight time. Out of the mist your voice is calling. It's twilight time. When purple-colored curtains mark the end of day, I'll hear you, my dear, at twilight time. Deepening shadows glare the splendor. While day is done, fingers of night will soon surrender the setting sun. I count the moments, darling, till you're here with me. Together at last at twilight time. Here, and see my lights? Yeah, I tell Dad that. We're Mexicans, Dad. I put the solar lights on. Everybody else has the clear ones, man. I was raised in New Mexico, man. You know the houses in El Paso, they're white or brick, right? The houses in Worrells, that one's pink, that one's yellow, that one is lime green, that one is the color of the sky when it's really blue and not polluted by purple haze. And that one's purple. You know, oh, they're pretty, look at all the colors. Oh, neat, right? So when I was a kid, I always tell Mom that I'd look across the river and see all the bright colors on the houses and go, oh, the houses are so pretty. That's Juarez, Earl. Most of those houses don't have indoor plumbing, Earl. They have kitchens with wood stoves, Earl. Oh. They sure got pretty paint. And the girls? Yeah. True, I wasn't born anywhere south of the border. And I'm not a native to old Mexico. But there's someone there which my heart... That's the one all the kids should do. They're all doing El Paso and Felina and El Paso City. It's like, Tonight, Carmen, one of the best albums in the history of the world. But money's fake. So are you crocodile tears, and so are you asking for money and saying like and subscribe and share. It helps me more than you'll ever know. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer, then we can have a barbecue. Public domain. I plug in my music. You listen to Marty. Is there anything left I can say to make life like it was yesterday? I beg you to come back again. Right? Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Hey, Ruth and Esther, people can be taught. I know she's hiding in there somewhere. You just got to get your inner Ruth and Esther and Khadijah to come out. Right? Don't be Black Buffalo women. Be Blackshaw. Okay? Blackshaw? She's the one who stood by. Sometimes it's hard to be a woman. Giving all your love to just one man, but if you love him, oh, be proud of him. So after all, he's just a man. Crazy Horse was a little bit more than a man. Crazy Horse was the man that was not afraid to protect the people from lie with the truth. If you tell them the truth, they'll kill you. Yeah, but isn't it better to be an example for truth telling? They read us their Bible. What does their Jesus say? I'm the way, the truth, and life. And what did all the liars do? They killed him for being the way, the truth, and life. Right. And they still say he's their war god. But what did he say to them? Be faithful. Trust in our lives given to us by the Holy Spirit. Love me the way you want to love your family. So obviously, like Judah Krishnamurti said, you know, you can't love your children or you would end all wars. Right? So you talk about love a lot. But I know for a fact you don't know what love is. Okay? I love you guys. Let's turn this off. I'll go load it up. You won't be able to see my face, but you'll hear my voice. I am a voice howling in the wilderness. I am the voice of love and reason in the darkness at twilight time. Right? Don't be afraid of the earth tilting its axis and there being cosmic destruction and all being taken over by Ukla the monk, Thunder the barbarian, and Ariel, the good witch. Bullshit's bullshit. Don't believe in bullshit. Believe in reality. Start restoring the ecosystem now and then see what's happening in outer space and how our galaxy and our planet is engaging in the universe. So do things right first and then see what happens with what you're studying out there with your telescopes, right? Primero, truth primero here. Faithful love first. Then go study nature, go study the cosmos and see what the cosmos are doing, right? You're a liar here. What you're doing to the planet is a lie to the existence of the planet. So you're going to see things in space that are telling you, hey, God damn, it's Marvin the Martian, the Abominable. Could you throw my flying saucer back to planet Earth? Thank you, Mr. Abominable. All right, love you very much. Peace.